Hey guys, Azzy here. In today's video, I'm showing you how to solo Scarlet Monastery Cathedral as a mage from level 37 to level 42. Now, my recommendation would actually be to wait till 38. It becomes easier to use the reset spots and you won't waste as much time trying to reset the mobs because your aggro range is so big at 37. But it's definitely doable at 37. This first clip right here that I'm gonna play here in the background, I'm level 37. So it definitely works. I have leveled engineering. You know, you can get 300 NG at level 35. And I've leveled it high enough to use dense dynamite. And it really helps out with finishing off the mobs and just saving your mana, right? So in this clip, I'm level 37. And in the full guide that I'm doing in a second, I'm actually level 38. But I've been doing this for the entirety level of 37. So my plan is to do this until I can do Sulfuric. I do think I will move to Sulfuric level 40, but that is mainly because I want to make a guide of doing it at level 40. Otherwise, I would probably stay here until 42 and then do Sulfuric. Here we go. Wait, actually, before we get into the video, we have to talk about the fact that 94% of you are not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button. We're at 987 subs at this moment, and it will be lovely to hit 1,000. That's a big goal of mine. So please help out and hit subscribe. Back to the video. Gear wise, pickup of the eagle gear, of the owl gear. I do have 2 frost resistance rings on. Like one dropped in here and another I bought off the auction house for like 70 silver. It's only like 12 frost resistance per ring, but it helps out, you know, when you're like clearing the sorceress. When you're running through here, you need to make sure you're polymorphing the casters, the sorceress, because not only will they frostbolt and you won't resist it, so you will get slowed, they can also do the nature school slow. It looks like arcane school, but it's actually a nature school spell. And that is more deadly actually because it lasts way longer. A frostbolt you can kind of, you know, just like Nova and just kite a bit, but the arcane looking slow will definitely kill you. So make sure you poly them as soon as you like get in range. I was lucky running out here. There was no casters in like the courtyard here, but otherwise I would polymorph them. So I run to this reset spot. Either of these lion statues on each side, similar position on the other side is a reset spot. On top of the fishes down there is a reset spot as well. And the big fountain to the right over there, if you like jump up over here, is also a reset spot. So you can use that. The idea is that we're going to go down and we're going to snipe the sorceress. So we get a nice pack of only pure melee ads that's running towards me, right? And sometimes this ledge in the front kind of messes with the line of sight. I like to mark the patrols just to kind of see where I can start the pull from. And also if I can clear some sorcerers on one or the other side. I think there's like 4 patrols in this courtyard. And 2 of them goes from the upper level to the lower level. And the other 2 kind of makes loops around the lower level and the upper level, but they don't move from upper to lower. I'm just showing I haven't even trained my level 38 spells yet. This video is from the same day as the level 37 clip. I just didn't really record from level 37 because I wanted to learn the run. So you don't need to clear all the sorcerers. You just kind of have to get a feel of, okay, can I get a good pull here and not, you know, accidentally pull the sorcerers? So I wouldn't recommend spending too much time trying to kill all of the sorcerers. It's more optimal just to get one big decent pull and then go reset, because 12 minutes goes fast in here. I do die after the first pull, trying to do a second pull, and you'll see. It's just the way it is. You just you know, run in again, and you go again. The higher level you get, the more safe it also becomes to do this, because you're very likely to get dazed. You see here, it's not a death sentence to get dazed. I health pot there. Nova. It's more wonky because you're trying to avoid the sorcerers, so you can't like use optimal pathing to like group them. And it takes a while for them to reset even when you jump up here. So since I haven't even started doing damage to them yet, I'm just gonna banish to full, kind of work my way around this pillar, jump down and just pick up more mobs. You'll see me like drop down to pick up more and more mobs. I don't recommend you try to pull everything in one go. So I'll just go to the kill spot and then jump down and then pick up more mobs. And you can't be greedy. It's better just to jump down again. Run to the reset spot, jump down, pick up more mobs. Make a big circle if you can without pulling the sorceress. And you also just want a really good stack. I think I pick up like 2 more mobs up here. Maybe not. Oh, I do. 1 mob, okay. And then jump down again. I'm just scanning. The more loops you do, they get more and more stacked as well, making it easier to get to the spot. It's more finicky at a lower level to get to the spot because it's way more punishing if they're split, right? So doing a big arc, you know, calling the closest ones and then blinking through helps. You see, we get a little bit of a Congo line going. Decided last second to pick that up. Kind of risky, but I knew I had to Nova anyways. The first mobs to get the ones in the back to catch up. And I'm turning on my Logitech software because I forgot, which is where I have keybound the RP walk on my mouse, and if I don't have that software running, it doesn't work. So, like the keybind itself. And now just rank 1ing. You want to blizzard where I have my cursor right now, because if you blizzard up there on the ledge, it also hits them when they come down the stairs, which makes it way more safe. Now we're just max ranking, probably gonna send a nade. You want to use mage armor, by the way. When you're done killing the sorcerers, you can swap to mage armor. Ice armor is good against the sorcerers because it has frost resistance, but it's only like 1 more frost res versus mage armor, so it's up to you. A nade, and then we just keep on going. And then you want to use mana pot on CD. You want to use if you have your recombobulator, you want to use that. Your mana gem, when you hit 38, you get 2 mana gems. And as you can see, I'm also wearing a Fortitude elixir. It's only like the 25 health one, and a 11 spirit scroll. All these small things, they're not expensive at all. It's like less than 10 silver for the spirit scrolls. It really helps out in the end, especially on your Evo, if you need to Evo, that is. You don't, when you start the kill phase here, you definitely don't want to go into the evade spot. You know, if I just go a bit to the left here, I'll start evading the mobs. And some of them will reset their health if I do that. So you want to be quick from going from the forward spot and the back spot. You don't want to spend too much time in the middle in between, because otherwise the mobs will reset their HP. You see that on my second pull that I'm a bit too slow. And by the way, this is a rested experience. This is not, you know, just a raw, almost 200k XP per hour. It's 100k, right? You could reset here and go again, but also, if I didn't die, I would probably maintain about 100k XP an hour. I would say this is definitely around 80 to 100k an hour. So it's pretty darn good. Talents wise, I don't remember if I showed my talents. I think I will eventually, but it's just kind of standard frost spec. You know, we're not picking up Shatter, we're not picking up improved Cone of Cold, we're picking up improved Frostbolt because it helps the speed of which you kill the sorcerers, right? Just drinking up here. I'm scanning, you see, for sorceress. Looks like it's only those two, so I'm like, I can do a pull without pre-clearing any of this. Maybe I pull cross though. Yeah, I do. So in case, if you want to snipe a sorcerer and there's another mob next to it, just poly it. And then CS the Frostbolt cast. And getting the mobs into the fountain area here is a good idea because there's no mobs patrolling in that area, right? Use your Ice Ward. We respect them to improved Ice Ward as well, so that'll help. It will reflect, right, some of the Frostbolts at times. I have not tried like attempting to do like magic resist potion and then pulling the sorceress. I don't think you would resist enough for it to make sense, because also you don't have the talents to pick up magic absorption, so you won't even regen mana from it, and you don't have like ice barrier, etc., etc. So I wouldn't recommend trying that. I don't think it will work. I might skip ahead a bit here in a second, but you can see up under my minimap the time for the run. I do not reset that after I die. But let's see here. I'm showing you engineering. I'm showing you first aid. It's good to have first aid high as well for good bandages. And at 37, like even a mod that's standing there, I'm having trouble resetting, because exactly when they reset and they start walking away, they'll re-aggro at 37 because you're at a lower level, right? So the proximity range is smaller or bigger, I guess. Just skipping a bit here. I'm starting the pull, yanking a few mobs, and then I get to this spot again. So use the reset spots as like a spot to like bandage to full. So it's okay to take a few hits as long as you like bandage. And you can use the juggle spot as I do here to kind of get the mobs to go down, so you get more time to move around, right? And then I pull here. Oop, sorry, too far. And a resist, right? And he dazes me, and this just leads to my death. One resist into a daze. It is what it is. We go again, same as before. Poly the casters, run through. I reset on the fish here, as you can see. That defender is quite close, so I have to pick another reset spot, get some distance to him. And I forgot to swap rings before. I was still playing with frost resistance rings when I did the pull. You definitely want to swap to like your int whatever gear, right? And here we go, second pull. I don't know how much time we wasted there. Definitely a few minutes, right? And now I'm like trying a different approach to pulling, getting those up there to stack a bit tighter. Rank 1 Blizzard there, dazed, blink. You have to be calm here. If you like panic blink while you still got like a 3-second daze on you, they're just gonna come and smash you up, right? And re-daze you. So you want to like, if you're dazed, wait until it's almost off, then you blink, daze fades, they won't reach you and re-daze you. And now I'm just making a loop. If you wanted to, you could do like a rank 1 Blizzard to like stack them up a bit, but you don't really need to. Just need to make a big arc. And that's why I prefer clearing the bottom part first and then the top part, because then you get the bottom part to make a big arc. You want the mobs at the top of the stairs before you move into the spot here if you want to, you know, start the kill phase. I always move forward to make him path a bit towards me, and then I move down. I think I changed my mind and I wanted those a few mobs up there. You know, I'm being greedy here. I wouldn't recommend it. It's risky. A day's there and I'm probably dead, right? I mean, I could know that, but yeah. And then just another big arc. I see the sorcerer on the right, so I make sure I don't run into him. It is a wipe if you pull a sorcerer, because he will just interrupt your blizzard cast and you'll go. Could try to poly him though, but every time I pull the sorcerer, I would just reset the pull and go again. There we go. It's not that risky to have them walk close because you are in a evade spot, but you can definitely get slapped hard there if they get too close. And then we're just juggling like before. Again, to summarize, pull some mobs, run to a reset spot, bandage if you need to. You also get a few mana ticks from just standing doing nothing, right? And then you jump down, you pull more, and then if you're satisfied, you'll go into the kill phase. If not, you can pull more. If you don't like the stack, make a big loop, if possible, if there's room for it. The first big pull, like the first pull I did, is definitely the hardest because you have less room to move on. I'll try to link my talents in the description below if you need to. And big recommendation to level engineering. Also big recommendation to wait till 38. You can do this at 37. It's definitely doable at 37. I did Scarlet Monastery, not Monastery. Yeah, Scarlet Monastery Graveyard at like a lower level than I would recommend as well. Also doing Stargates at a lower level than recommended. And it's crazy how much easier it gets when you, I fell down here, I'm just gonna ice block. When you just get a 1 or 2 more levels. Like less mobs resist, you don't get dazed as much, you have a bit more mana, maybe you even get an upgrade of some key spells. But of those 3, this one is the easiest to do while under leveled in my opinion. And it's mainly because of this juggle spot. It's not as punishing to get a resist when you're using this juggle spot at a lower level. I've seen some other videos of people soloing SM without a juggle spot, and in my opinion, those spots, like that method of just doing kiting around this fountain, is unreliable at lower levels. One resist on your blizzard tick or whatever, right? You're a frost nova and you have to go again. It's not like that here. You're pretty much pretty safe actually. If needed, walk into the reset spot, bandage, right? Or reset. Here, you saw when I was like blizzarding, when they were like fleeing, I was standing in the evade spot at the time, so this defender and Centaurian, they reset their health. I decided, okay, I'm just gonna kill this defender, reset the Centaurian, call it a day. I wouldn't waste time trying to, you know, clear singular mobs. All right, I'm just gonna fast forward a bit here. Killed the defender, resetting the Centaurian. About 37 mobs. No, it's more mobs. It stopped counting after the first pull. Because we've been in here for 21 minutes, I can see. So I wouldn't assume the mob count to be correct either. But yeah. Ran down to reset on the fish because he refused to reset at that other spot because he's level 39 again. That extra additional level makes it harder to not proxy aggro them instantly when they reset. So yeah, can we count here? Can I fast forward a bit and see how much time? So 30, okay, so it's 8 minutes for the first pull, right? I wiped. So we're gonna fast forward here until the second pull. And I started around here, right? So 8 minus whatever, 5, 6, 7, 7 minutes. I wasted 7 minutes. That's a lot, I would say. So 21 minutes minus 7 if I didn't wipe. Puts us at 24, right? 24 minutes. No. Am I high? 14 minutes. 21 minus 7, 14. Assy math. You know, someone do the math for me in the description, in the comment. I was about to say description. In the comment section, it's 14, right? And then I would reset. I wouldn't bother clearing the last sorceress to get a few more mobs. I would just go reset, go again, because the first 2 polls are the best. Yep. Well, that's the video. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. We're so close to 1,000. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be most likely Sulfuric at level 40. But yeah, see you in the next one.